I really dislike Obama because Obama is a snake, you know. Like you said earlier, I'm against the idea of, Trump stealing Syria's oil, but, at least he came out and said it. I am in Syria to steal the oil. Like he was very clear, you understand? But Obama, he was like, no, we are there for a humanitarian crisis and to help the children and so on. And he was a fucking liar, you understand? So no, I would rather have, someone that will tell me face to face what his intentions are instead of lying and putting a mask and acting like he really cares about the Syrian people. And the problem is, unfortunately, that Joe Biden is Obama number two. So the Syrian people right now are very worried that Syria is going to get destroyed again because now he's in power. And like you saw, the motherfucker has only been in power for 1 month and he has already bombed Syria. And the mainstream media is not really like attacking him. When Trump strikes Syria, the mainstream media was attacking him more than now they're attacking Joe Biden. So it's just so crazy that the American people, they would have to live with this mainstream media that is always lying to you guys and not telling you the full story. And it's like they don't care. The military industrial complex, it's so powerful to the point that it's like no matter who the American president is, like the foreign policy never really changed. It's crazy, I was fortunate enough to not enter the army because I lived abroad a couple of years, so I was able to pay a fees that wouldn't let me serve in the army. But that didn't make me stop. So I started fighting for my own country in my own way through social media, through spreading the news, through informing the public about what is really going on in Syria, because holding a weapon and fighting is not enough these days. You need people that are holding a weapon and protecting the land, and you need people that will be spreading the truth and spreading awareness about what is really going on in the country. Because before my videos there were many Americans that didn't know what was going on. I was saying, and you remember this because we know each other for a very long time, I was saying that Obama was funding ISIS and Al-Qaeda before people knew that. People were saying those days, oh my God, this guy is doing a conspiracy theory, and what kind of bullshit is that? How's Obama funding ISIS and Al-Qaeda? So from the beginning, we were trying our best to inform the public, especially the American people and the people that their governments are playing a huge role in this war. So thankfully, see, by time and time, the truth is revealing itself, and these snakes are getting exposed, whether it's Hillary Clinton, whether it's Obama, whether it's Joe Biden, and so on.
Yeah, I know I found your videos years ago. I don't remember the first one. I just remember it being super funny and super like reasonable. It was like common sense mixed with your hilarious. And I
Yeah.
think it was around the time that Tulsi Gabbard, and this is why a lot of people don't know why I really like Tulsi Gabbard. I understand she has some left-wing policies and some questionable ideas and stuff, but she really opened my eyes when she went on CNN and explained I was in, she took a trip to Syria, and she was really, I think it was her and Rand Paul passed a Stop Arming Terrorists Act, and the goal was to stop arming terrorists because our money, indirectly or directly, they keep it open, but it's like, whether they meant to or not, we're not sure. But what we do know is our money, you could Google like ISIS trucks, they're driving around United States trucks. So either we're giving them to these groups who are then getting conquered by ISIS, or we're just sloppy with what we're doing, or purposeful. We don't hear, it's not very clear, but she's like, I went over to Syria, and everybody I talked to said, I don't know who these rebel groups are. I know who Al-Qaeda, Al-Nusra, and ISIS is, and I know who our government is. So when you guys are funding all these groups, they're attacking us and they're attacking our people. So, she kind of exposed that to me that I've never seen. And then I started seeing your videos around the same time. So I was like, wow, this guy's from Syria and he's super funny. And then they were taken off on Facebook.
Yeah.
I want to ask.
Tulsi Gabbard is a truth teller because look, even in the last election, I felt that she was the most reasonable candidate among all the Democratic Party. Because look, she ticked all the qualifications, but because she was anti-war, the Democratic Party didn't give her a chance. She was in the military, she was in the army, so she knows exactly what she's talking about, and she knows about the consequences of war. And she was anti-war and against military intervention and so on. And she was a woman and a woman of color and a Democrat and so on. But because she is anti-war, they didn't give her a chance at all. If she was saying, oh yes, we need to send more bombs to Syria, they would have maybe, elected her. But you know, they elected Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, which is really, really disappointing.